Alright, here we go. This is the Thanksgiving Classic. 1 round, 1 video, 18 holes. And this drone footage is not ours, but it's nice to have some drone footage. We will not be putting any ads on this video. This is Fox Hills drone footage.
My real one.
And they have really good graphics and stuff. So Graeme's going FD3 off the tee here. That is a bit too far to the right. All par 3s on this course. And most of the tees are great. I do love this course, actually. It's a great course. I'll be going Buzz SS, hoping for some flip. Got some, but not too much. And the tee was really sandy at the start. Graeme off the top for birdie. And I have to remember, this is before my new putting form that has been working very well for me. I basically had a crisis where I had no idea how to putt for about a month. So Graeme will be taking a par, and I should as well. Completely changed what disc I'm putting with too. Now I'm putting with the Fierce. Both the Link and Fierce are great for certain things. You'll notice the graphics are different on our channel, and we plan to keep it this way. I like it a lot better like this. It's a lot more clean. This is not an easy course. We're playing long tees. You're not going to see too many birdies. So it's all pars. That's a lot about the Thanksgiving Classic, is just get the most pars you can, depending on what course you play. That was not the basket. It's going to be further to the. It's going to be further to the left. Graeme with a not so great for a shot. I'm going zone. Ooh, I don't think I should have gone with that disc. Maybe the Malta. Graeme has to go tomahawk, which isn't a throw that him or I perfect. But that was a great out. It'll probably just be a bogey from there, but that was still a great out.
There's someone walking in.
That looks really nice. That was a great shot. It's rolling up into circle 1. And now you see that this is a pretty far around basket. I think Graeme had the right idea to go fairway, something skippy, something that'll skip up around the corner. So I'll be saving par. That's good. A great par save. And Graeme will be tapping out his bogey. And you saw that banger up shot. He's gotten great at those. I must say, that's like his strongest point in the game. He throws some great up shots. On to hole 3, which is just straight ahead. If you need any other reason to go ahead and check out Fox Hills, you should go check it out. But if you still haven't, somebody aced this hole, so that's pretty crazy. And there's the B location, but we're going to be playing to, well, I don't know. There's the other location. We're playing to this first one. Going Aviar 3. This disc has been very consistent for me. It's great for me. Graeme going FD, so we're kind of going similar plays, a flip to flat, hopefully. That was pulled right, but it will be in the fairway, so that's nice. Graeme with the banger up shot. Once again, anytime he pulls out the banger on a shot like that, and you hear me saying that he's good at them, anytime you see him pull out the banger on a shot like that, you can expect him to just have 2 shots from there. I've been working on my jump putts, probably the strongest point in my game. But unfortunately, at this point, I was still kind of bad at them. I'm hitting these putts that matter. That is true. You got to keep hitting these putts that matter. Graeme will also be taking a par. And we are on to hole 4. If you ask me, the hardest hole in the course. It's a gettable distance, but the shape of the fairway is not very gettable. This hole's a real challenge, as you can see, and we'll be playing to the one you see up ahead, not this pop-up one. Graeme with the Ballista,
Oh my gosh.
flipping it over. He's gotten so much better at backhands, and that is fantastic.
If I make it there, I'll be happy.
That was right where he needed it. I'm going with the Explorer. A recent disc to my bag, and I already love it.
Oh my god.
That's the problem with this hole.
Oh man, and that, like, you gotta hit the gap,
They're just making me.
focus on the turnover that you need, and get it to come back. It's so much needs to go right in order to birdie this hole.
Oh, what a kick!
Going Berg, that did kick off of that tree.
Yeah,
What a
kick
great
off the
kick.
tree.
This is where Graham's shot ended up, and he doesn't have a lot of power, so this was a great shot for anybody, I would say. Ooh, wow, that was out of my hand very fast. That's why I've been working on slowing down these putts, doing what I need. That was just a rocket at the basket. Oh, wow.
This gave me a great look.
No metal at all on that putt. That was not so great. Now the comebacker for the bogey. And we will both be taking bogeys on this hole, even after a great drive. That's unfortunate.
What the heck?
But the drive was fantastic. So I'll be in the lead at 1 over, Graeme at 2 over. On to hole 5. Much different than the holes we've been playing so far. This is about 450 feet, and it's just a rip, and you have OB on the right side and the left side with the cart path, and it'll be on the first basket. Correction, this is 480 feet. I have the, oh my goodness, I have the distances here.
Good tree. That stuff up.
That is a good tree. Tree stops Graeme from going out of bounds and going strike.
Oh,
Got this one too far left.
it's fine.
That'll be in circle 2.
Why was it trying to go up that hill?
And it was actually trying to roll up the hill. You couldn't really tell, but it was trying to fight up the hill. I don't know why. I'm going with the zone, so that basically means he's accepting a bogey here. And that's smart because you could easily get a roll away or something bad could happen. You'll end up OB. Once again, using that banger to perfection. It's the one I traded to him. And I forgot what I got out of that trade.
Great run.
Ooh, a good run, but doesn't fall. Graeme will be taking a bogey. And so will I. Wow. Tell you what, Graeme and I have gotten so much better since when we recorded this, since when we played this round. We played this round a while ago because this is where initially we wanted to play it at the beginning of the year. And we just happened to be close enough to the course to go ahead and play it because this is like a 2-hour drive from the house. So I'm going DD3. This is a great consistent disc. Oh boy. And he's OB in the stuff from the last hole. There's this long trench that you cannot throw into. I'm throwing a PD in for just like 260 feet, I think it is. 230. That's a very fast disc. That's a 10 speed, and
Oh no.
that's
Did
the
you see that
consequence
low?
of doing that. It skips and rolls OB. That's the consequence of throwing a fast disc like that. What I was hoping for, I was just kind of doing that to, because it is uphill, I was just kind of doing that to get it like right where I wanted. And Graeme looks like he's going to take a double bogey. This is me just for the par. Oh my goodness. That is 3 missed, like less than 20 footers in a row. We just had I just played a tournament recently, and I was doing the same thing. Was missing all of these, so it's a good thing that Graeme and I have had some advice since then, and we've acted upon it. So I'll be leading by 2 now, 3 over through 5. Graeme 5 over through 5, both some not so great scores. Here's hole 7, and this is probably my favorite hole out here. What a beautiful hole. You get to go downhill most of the way. What a beauty. This hole coming in at, that's 317. That does not sound right. This is about 415. That's why I went shrike, because it's better to go long than short on this hole, because you have a lot of trees to deal with short. Here we're going with that same Ballista shot. He's been so consistent with that.
Why is that so short?
The reason that's so short is because it's a long hole. It's deceiving. Graeme with the keystone. Great disc. Almost spin high. I'll just be laying up for the par. If you hear chains, it's because it's practice at our house. Got to keep practicing that putt. So scores will stay the same on to hole 8, which will have a Mando. Mando, this tree, you can see the arrow on it, and that really takes away from the play you clearly want to go around everything. So this hole comes in at 320 feet. I'll be trying to actually go in between these two trees. Still hitting the Mando. I'll be going Malta. And not happy about it. Graeme with that Ballista again. Not turning over for him like it was before. I think the past few times he's been putting on that turnover. This time he didn't.
No, I don't.
And he's going to be in the woods. Got to throw another good flick roller to save par. This is great. Look at that.
That rolled really long.
I wish I could do that almost every
I
time.
rolled right past it.
That's now 2 great scrambles. Graeme with a good play up, almost killing our cameraman in the process. I'm in for par.
Good
I
putt.
broke the bogey streak.
Good scramble.
I said I broke the bogey streak, but I ain't no genius. I think I did that last hole. Graeme had that a bit onto the right side there. Graeme has a trio of putters. He putts with a Crown, P2, and Link. Most of the time the Link or the P2. On to hole 9. Again, one of my favorites. This is such a great course. Almost all the holes are, I wouldn't say picturesque, it's Florida, but almost all the holes are pretty, and you can see the basket up in the left. But most of these holes are great. They have a great fairway. The only thing that could use some work are the tees on this course, and maybe holes 12 and 13. Graeme with a great
That was.
And he says it is a grip lock. That's not what he was trying to do. I'll be going trace. This is a brand new disc at this point. Streamline discs. They feel so good. And I will be in the same exact spot as Graeme, basically. Ooh, a decent run. He puts a lot of hyzer on these. I don't know what he just said, but that was incorrect. You can see him sweating. It was hot when we filmed this. Give that one a good run as well.
Oh man, this stuff right in the release.
And I'm going to have a straddle from the rocks, so that's some weird footing. You always got to be careful, because if you like shift your foot too much while you're putting, you could really hurt yourself. And Graeme 2, that's it. 2 pars, so 6 pars in a row for us combined. And I will be in the lead by 2 after the front 9. And here are my stats. Not so great for putting or driving. None of this is great, really. The scramble rate's pretty nice. Graeme with a lot better putting than me. On to hole 10. One of the hardest. It's very tight. Short but tight. Actually, not really short. 285. 285, a very tight gap. Aviar 3 is what I'll be going with. When beat in, it's so useful. This is a disc I got out of a trade with Graeme. I traded him the MD3. Then I got that MD3 back through another trade. And both those discs have been great for me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was horrid. I'm having some struggles. Once again with the banger. The Banger GT has been a great disc for Graeme. I don't even know if I did trade that to him. I think I just gave it to him out of the kindness of my big heart. Sarcasm. I'm going with the Berg. Oh my goodness. This was causing all sorts of problems for us. And I've been clapping a lot today. That's not a good sign. My goodness, why do I putt so fast? Graeme and I both taking bogeys. That was actually a pretty good bogey for Graeme after such a bad drive. Hole 11 is definitely a flick out of the gap unless you have a good turnover. But you have to flick something fast and pretty stable because you have to get out this gap and then have it finish right. And it's some low ceiling out the gap. I'm going PD2. Don't think that's the smartest choice. Oh my goodness.
Just keep misreleasing.
I am misreleasing a lot of mine. Graeme. Okay, good kick out into the middle of the fairway. Going zone. Oh my goodness. That's the ceiling I was talking about. I feel like if you go with a backhand, you have to somehow turn it over while keeping it low. Oh my goodness. Loud echo too. I was trying to go flick roller. Look at this one. That is with the eagle, and I've never thrown it before that shot. So that was a very interesting decision. But I'm under the basket. Graeme again, go in. Oh, that's short, but Yeah, look at that. Graeme. Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
what did you say, Ray?
Where did that disc come from? I'm very confused of where that disc came from. I'm 5 over, Graeme is 7 over. Hopefully we can start controlling our scores. But here's hole 12. This course is great and all, but 12 and 13 are 2 holes that are just a real challenge. That don't really have a clear line. Down in this trench.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Graeme didn't hit any trees, so that's good, but he's off to the right side. I'm going Hades. I'm trying to flip this one up. Flipped it up too much.
Oh,
Making all sorts of action.
better than my shot.
That was with the link, I believe.
Oh, that is really bad.
So 2 pars on hole 12. Which is pretty good because there's some OB, there's off to the right side is really thick.
I know, I'm going.
Graeme is going thumber over everything for 13, which is interesting. You can, the basket's where you think it is. It's straight down there. I'm going with this flick gap, trying to go through this second gap. There's totally this first gap, but I feel like it just flirts with too much OB. And Graeme landing on the short tee. Oh my goodness.
That's why I said 13's the worst one.
Yeah, 13 is might be the worst hole, but I love all of the holes out here. Besides these 2, they're great and fun. Looking for some skip, not getting any. Oh boy, this hole is getting rough for both of us. They flick in the zone on the up.
Whoa, now I'm gonna get a big
And
skip.
yeah, now I get the skip.
Good. Out. Bless you. Yeah, that almost
So I'll be taking a double bogey.
yeah,
I gotta slow down my putting. Graeme has been putting the same his whole life. This was so bad that we had to see it twice. That's what I put it on a replay. Kind of funny. Alright. I will be +7. Graeme is +9. On to 14. Probably the easiest hole. This little fenced area is OB, and you have an OB sidewalk down the other side. This hole coming in at 265.
Oh my gosh, that was awful.
What I'm looking at has some of the wrong distances, but we got a nice breeze, except it's not so nice when you're trying to throw. Graeme, it's the fence. Just having a rough round. I guess we both are.
Dang, I wish I could throw up shots like you.
Graeme is so smooth on these ups. There's a birdie. First birdie of the day. And it had to be that putt too. Like, This is the easiest hole in the course, and nobody got onto the green. On to 15. It says here 422. I know that that is not the case. This is about 515 feet. It's a par 3. It's a bit downhill. You could throw a roller. I do remember playing a second round after this and getting the birdie. We'll see if we can do it here. But I did play second round after this and get the birdie.
That was weak. That tailwind really killed it. And that came off
Put-
my hand, so
Put no snap on that. I needed to put some snap for that to go far. Graeme DD3. Did he just catch his hat? That's pretty impressive.
Catching the hat's good.
That's a far hole then.
Graeme still with about 200 to go.
That's a little far.
This hole's gettable because it's downhill at the start, so you can get an extra 50 feet on your drive. I still failed to do that. I'm mad at that because it's not in the basket, I guess. Graeme with lots of wind on his par putt. Great putt. It's only 30 feet,
Nice putt.
but that was a great putt through all that wind. You saw all that air action. If you didn't see the air action, live action, look at it now. Can't really tell, but it definitely lifted up. 2 pars on that hole. It's pretty good. Not an easy birdie.
That's money.
On to 16. We wanted to play the island. This is a great hole for me because it's just a long hyzer. And that's definitely one of my strengths. We wanted to play the island hole 16A, 16, something like that. But it was not there.
Not as far left as I wanted.
Man, these distances are long.
Sucked.
It says 202. I think that's for the island. My goodness. The amount of opportunities I've missed because of putting, the amount of strokes that could have been saved. I didn't really throw a great drive either. Didn't have enough on that. So once again, we'll both be taking pars. On to 17. This is when the elevated basket, kind of straight ahead.
oh my god, I knew it in my pullback.
That
was
was
gonna be
not
terrible.
where I
Still
wanted
didn't
it.
stop myself.
I don't know if that was a multi, it may have been a rock 3. And Graeme with the H3 that I also traded to him. There's been quite a few trades. I'll just be laying this one up. Actually gave it a good run. If that wasn't elevated, that was in, actually, now that I think about it. Graeme, this needs, I don't know what it needed to do. It couldn't do anything. That was left out to die. Graeme is airballing again. Oh my goodness. Him and I both, man, are playing just awful. Yeah, if that wasn't elevated, that was in. But it was elevated, so I missed it. Hole 18. As long as I don't go OB or do something crazy, I should be the winner. $340 feet maybe? 350? And that's where it is. Graeme DD3 needs to ace it. And he doesn't. I'll be going with the trace. That is incorrect. It's a lift. I don't know why I said trace. I think I've said that a few times. I'll fix it and I'll edit it. Don't worry. You guys need to stop crying. This looks great. This needs to not take a huge skip, and it doesn't. Should be maybe in circle one. Oh man. Going for the par. Lots of hyzer on it. Yeah, that's circle one. Oh man, another missed putt. And that would have been a great birdie, but that means I am the winner of the 2020 Thanksgiving Classic. This is my favorite tournament each year. I love the Thanksgiving Classic. There's our stats. Putting was not so great. Only one birdie. That's awful, guys. I'm so sorry. And the same with Graeme. Hopefully he can do better in the next tournament, which is the Orlando Games, and then after that, which is yet to be filmed, the Holiday Championship, where we find out who's the king.
Oh my god.
Nice putt.
You got a birdie.
Recording it. Thank you. That rolled really long. Or really far left.
It rolled right past the pin though.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good throw, man.
It's a little short, but that's fine.
I'm shooting for the rookie tees. If I make it there, I'll be happy.